My first Barmah hat. Had it for 10 years. I think a few videos back I showed this and I said I actually had it for 15 or 16 years. But looking back at old photos, it has just been 10 years. For some reason, it just felt like I had it for 15 to 16 years, which is why I said that. But anyway, had this for 10 years. It's been a perfect hat. It's held up great. Stitching's been perfect. There's no tears in the leather. Stitching's still nice and tight to the leather. No fraying. No tag ends. Holes are all where they're supposed to be. Threads are all even. All nicely done. The eyelets that they use for the air vents are all nicely done. Grimped into the leather. Nice and smooth. And all in all, it's been a perfect hat. So last week, I thought I would buy a new Barmah hat because I just fancied a new hat. So I got this one. And the quality control on this hat isn't so good. They're both made out of kangaroo leather, but the stitching on this one is kind of all over the place. Also the leather, you can see it's overlapping on this side. Then it sort of goes in here. I think they screwed something up in the factory and they tried to overcompensate by putting a ton of threads there. And you can see it here, it overlaps on this side and then it comes over, overlaps on this side. Comes over again, then overlaps on this side. The threads themselves aren't very evenly done. You can see here there's two holes, third hole there, and there's a few holes there which don't have threads in them. Same on that side. You can also see here the leather's torn and ripped. And up here the threads are just loose. There's tag end there, there was tag ends all over here as well. Random bits of thread sticking in the stitching here. And my main complaint, these eyelets they've used, you can see there's a hair there. These things grab and rip hairs out of your head every time you take the hat off, which is just a bit annoying. So I don't know why they've used these ones now, and back 10 years ago they were using these nice smooth rounded ones. It just seems the quality control at Barmah is just going downhill. Stitching's just not very good. Torn leather, random threads stuck in the stitching, tag ends sticking out everywhere. I think on this side there's just a piece of thread there that hasn't been tied down or cut flush. So that's just going to unwind all of this at some point. So that's the newest Barmah hat, first one I've bought in 10 years. And it's not just this one. I went to there's a stockist, someone who stocks Barmah hats in Newcastle. Went up there yesterday, had a look at their hats, and they're all the same as this one. So it looks like Barmah's just gone downhill as far as the quality control goes, which is a real shame. I've loved this hat, it's been one of my favourites. And this just isn't acceptable to me, the quality control in this. Bought this one on the internet, cost me £60, 57 for the hat, and postage costs made it over 60. So 60 quid for crap stitching and torn leather. I don't care if it's kangaroo leather and it can only be made in Australia. That's not worth 60 quid. And if I bought this direct from Australia, it would have cost us over 100. But yeah, 60 quid for this, not worth it. Barmah, you need to sort your shit out. Go back to the way you used to. I've got a £10 boonie hat made in China, which is better quality than this. In fact, I've got it here. Hella context. I know it's completely different material, it's not a fancy leather, but £10, and they're still used. Nice smooth grommets that don't rip your hairs out, and these ones are slightly more fancier because they've got the bit of mesh over it that stops bugs from getting under the hat. And that's a Chinese made hat, £10. So yeah, just a quick rant. Not too impressed with the quality control on new Barmah stuff. I don't think I'll be buying any more Barmah hats. And yeah, just a quick rant, get something off my chest. Not happy with this. I'll stop rambling on. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.